This is Pete, or Kenshin1913, along with
Elaine.
And this is another cooking with Kenshin1913. What are we making today?
We're making Italian Anginetti cookies, an old favorite recipe. I'm not using my original grandmother's recipe, but I found a recipe from my newsletter at work. And I've been making them for quite a few years, and they're very good.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so here's the ingredients that we're going to be using. We're going to be using 3½ cup flour, some baking powder, baking soda, some lemon juice. I have some oil, regular cooking oil, some orange juice, an egg, and sugar. And that's all we need. Okay, we're going to add the 1 egg. I'm going to add my oil, 1/2 cup.
Yep, so no vanilla in this recipe.
No vanilla.
Yeah. So we get a lot of nice flavor from the orange juice and the lemon juice.
Yes. The orange juice, 1/2 cup. I'm going to add some lemon juice. Only need 1/2 teaspoon.
Now some people add, you can add anise to these Anginettes, but we don't, because
we don't particularly like that flavor of them.
We're not a big fan.
And I'm going to add the sugar.
Right.
Now I have my whisk. I'm just going to whisk it up until it gets frothy, and you'll see.
Yeah, I think I already mentioned it, but no vanilla in this recipe either.
No.
This is a nice recipe because it's like cookies that are nice and soft, and then one of the nice things about it too is putting it on, putting a little icing on top. Very nice.
You can see it's starting to get a little frothy. Okay, I'm going to add my baking powder. And I have baking soda.
Right. Now you can use a mixer to do all this as well, but Elaine's doing it by hand, which is cool too.
Yeah. So now the baking powder, we need 3 teaspoons.
Yep, and everything will be in the video description, the ingredients.
2, 1 more, 3.
And you were, Elaine likes to always change her baking powder and baking soda every year.
Yep, I get fresh ones.
Yeah, because it's better that way, because sometimes if you have expired baking powder or baking soda, it could kind of ruin your cookies. There was one year we made vanilla cookies, and I think it was the baking powder wasn't any good, and unfortunately they all tasted really bitter and sour, which is a weird taste for a cookie to have. But we didn't want to waste them, so we were like, we're gonna eat them anyways, and we ended up just throwing them out anyways. The birds will enjoy it, I guess.
Just whisking this up until it's all mixed in.
Yep, and the lumps are out and everything.
Yep. That looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to start adding my flour. It's 3½ cups.
Yeah, she's going to add a little bit at a time.
At a time.
Because if you add up all your flour at once, you're not only going to make a giant mess, but everything won't incorporate as well as you'd want it.
So here we go.
And what kind of consistency are we looking for when everything's when all the flour's in?
The dough will be a little sticky, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Let me add a little more.
And at this point, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
And you're going to only cook these between 7 and 10 minutes. Don't let them over bake.
Because an underbaked cookie is way better than an overbaked cookie.
Yes.
And Elaine, don't you have a trick on when you're cooling down your
Oh yes.
your cookies?
I put my cookies on a towel to cool. They stay softer.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So we're just going to finish adding all the flour and getting the dough just
and we'll
right.
show you what it looks like. Okay, the dough's all ready to start getting making a little round teaspoons. The dough is soft. It's not too gooey. It's just enough consistency, and hopefully they'll cook up in 7 up to 10 minutes. Don't leave them in any longer than that. So I'm going to start putting them on, rounded.
And they look much, they look better. This is technically our second run through. I won't lie.
Yes.
And we forgot.
Yeah, we goofed up the first recipe.
But these look a lot better. They're smoother. They're actually going to look really nice when they come out.
Yes.
Unlike the ones we had before, which were kind of like, they looked more like sour cream cookies.
Yeah.
And these got to be kind of nice and smooth, so when we add the icing on top. So we're just going to continue to make like little teaspoon balls. Throw them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes. And you want to do it so that the bottom is just brown.
Yes, perfect, and that means they're done. Okay, here's the cookies out of the oven. They look a little still white, but if you look on the bottom, nice and brown. They're perfect. I'm going to transfer them onto the towel here to cool completely.
And then we're gonna add our little icing.
Right.
But yeah, the towel does help cool it down. You know, if you don't want to put them on a towel, you can obviously just keep them on a nice rack like that. Let the air cool them down. So yeah, we got another batch in the oven. We're gonna let those cook and cool, and then we'll show you how to ice them.
Okay, we're gonna start making our little frosting mixture. It's I don't really measure it out. I just put it in a bowl and slowly add some water until I get to the right consistency, and I'll let you know when I do.
Yeah. And the thing about this is you could even use milk if you want.
Yes.
You could also use a little food coloring if you want to make it a different color if you're looking to do different ones. But we're going to use these sprinkles over here. So we're
I have all different kinds of colored sprinkles.
So we're going to use those.
So you want to make this nice and creamy. Sometimes, this is not. I gotta add more confectionery.
Yeah, it's always better to add a little bit of water at a time because you can, you can always add a touch more water than add in extra sugar. But we're gonna basically put sugar or this mixture, the icing, on top of
the cookies.
Because a traditional Anginetti usually has that.
Okay, I have the consistency of the confectionery, sugar and water. As you can see, it's thick, but it's still, runny. So now I'm gonna dip the cookies, the tops of them, and then I'll put some sprinkles on. Okay, now I'm gonna dip them, the tops. I twirl it around a little. Make sure that's all covered. Like that. And then I'm going to put them in the pan, and I'm going to add some sprinkles. Oh, look how pretty.
Yeah, and like
I have all different colors I'm going to use for the sprinkles.
And like I don't know if Elaine mentioned, but you want to make the icing thick enough so that it's not going to run off the cookie.
Well, if it does, it's okay. No problem.
Yeah.
And that's all I do, and let them sit
Mhm.
with the top. Let them dry,
Mhm.
and then you can cover them up.
Yeah, and
And there we all ready.
these stay for like a week or two.
Yep.
I mean, but I can't imagine anyone not eating them within a week. But yeah, one of the traditional things we like to actually put on too are the sprinkles, the candy sprinkles, the non-Purell
Yes,
Purells.
we have some of those here.
Yeah.
And they look very pretty,
And
actually.
festive, yeah.
Yes.
So we're just gonna keep icing these cookies, and we'll come back to show you what they all look like when they're done, and we'll have some. So here's our Anginettes with all the different sprinkles on them. So which one you want? I think I'm gonna take red because red's my favorite.
I'm gonna take the red and green one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice and soft,
Mm-hmm.
chewy.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yep. You can taste the orange juice and the lemon juice inside. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Came out very good.
Mm-hmm. They're just really nice and easy, simple cookies you can make
Mm-hmm.
for the holiday time. So I've been Pete, or Kenshin1913, along with,
Elaine.
and this has been another Cooking with Kenshin1913. And as my mom says, enjoy and happy eating.
Bye.